got a real vocal dog this morning, and he's not real happy about being caught. But, this dog's kind of gave us the slip for about the last 4 or 5 days. We got him. So this morning, he's in a Duke 550 Pro offset, and we used our homemade bait and Vixen Elixir on this one. And obviously he liked it, so we're going to take care of the remake. We're going to take care of the remake here in a few minutes, and we'll get this set open back up. Well, welcome to this week's episode of Heat Seeker Outdoors. This week's episode I'm calling Teeth, because honestly I'm just racking my brain trying to think of some creative ideas for episodes, and everything in this episode has some really gnarly teeth. So a lot of catches, a lot of info. We're targeting beaver and coyote this week, and it's a good episode. Hope you enjoy. Second dog of the day. We've got our third dog of the day just down over the hill. Don't know what happened last night, but we've checked. I think this will be our 6th or 7th trap that we've checked, and we've got 2 dogs. That will be our 7th or 8th trap that we've checked, and we've got another dog there. So, you know, catch rate today is definitely up. We've still got probably 2 dozen at least coyote sets to check. So I love catching them, but there's gonna be a lot of skinning to be done here in just a little bit. So this looks like a female. I'm not sure what she's got there on her. Not sure what she's got going on there on her rear quarter, but kind of looks like maybe she's either another dog maybe came along and got a hold of her, or not really sure what the case is. But this is a farm that we just picked up here. We've trapped it in the past, but we just kind of got over here in the last week or so, and it's been at least a dog a day ever since we started setting. So the population's definitely here. You know, it's just a matter of getting out and setting. So I know we've got, I'm gonna guess this is the female and the male is down over the hill. We'll show you him here in just a minute. We'll get this dog taken care of, and then work on this remake, and then we'll go show you the other dog. So here's the second dog on this farm. Looks like a big male. He's caught really deep in that Duke 550. I know we say it a lot. Man, these Duke 550s just seem to be the real deal for us this year on the trap line. And you know, they've been doing work. We're here on this little grassy waterway here in the middle of this field, and these coyotes love to mouse. We were noticing yesterday it looked like they'd been digging up a mouse nest just a few feet that way. So we know they're here. It's just a matter of having enough sets out to catch them. And, you know, this is the result. So we got a lot of traps to check here on this farm, and then one more farm, and then the skinning begins. So another good day here on the line. this little stretch we've got back here. Basically, this dog was laying down. I thought we had a dry run here at this farm, and this dog popped up, had been laying down, and then I looked behind me, and we've got another dog back there where we caught the cocklebur dog the other day. So this makes 5 for the day. It's been a long time since I've caught 5 in a day, and we've really only got 3 farms set up. So, and one of the farms we've, you know, it doesn't even really look like a lot of coyote signs. So pretty good day. I don't know what caused them to move. I know we had somewhat of a weather change in the last 24 hours, and you know that does strange things to animals most of the time. But caught this dog in a Duke 550, it looks like. Yeah, Duke 550 Pro offset. The dog over there is in a I haven't looked at him yet, but I think he's in a double Duke 550 offset. We had a red fox that kept tricking us over there, and so we set a second trap in there to try to fool him. And the joke's on us. We've caught a coyote the last two coyotes in the last 3 days in it, and he's been completely bound up in it. So great day here on the line, and obviously the bait that we're making is working great, and it's that time of year we got to get them caught. So we're going to take care of this one. We'll go around here in just a second and show you the other dog. Well, we got the second dog. Got over to him, and he's in the cocklebur patch. I'm gonna kill Scotty one of these days. But pretty dog. Neither one of these 2 dogs were rubbed. We got the double. Nice. The double is just back over here to my right. We got to set back at the end of this lane. But really happy with the way that today's panned out. Waiting on Sissy to get home from school now and take her to run her coyote sets, or her raccoon sets. She was pretty devastated when school started back up. But we're gonna take care of him. I'm here at the remake on this dog, real quick. Knocked it right out. Tacker's there with all the chew, the urine, everything. There is scat everywhere on this set, and I mean it's just so ideal that when you make a catch, put it right back there. Even if you decide that you don't like the trap, it's got something on it, put another trap there, move it 3 feet, do whatever you got to do, but set that location, because that location, number 1's already proved that it's a catching location, but number 2, the scent, the visual, everything's there to catch another dog. And I think this is number 3 at this site, and 2 at the site we're getting ready to go remake over there. So that's something we're big on, is we love resetting after we catch. And you know, this set will reproduce, I'm not going to say every day, but it seems like more often than not we have multiple catches either every day or every other day out of a set that's produced. So we like it. What do you think, sis?
He's so pretty and big, and I'm so excited. At least he didn't get under there right there where the other coon did.
Yeah. What do you think, sissy?
He's really cool.
You can come on up on him a little bit.
He's pretty too.
You want to tell me what's up?
Okay. Hey everybody, it's Heat Seeker Outdoors. Today we're trapping. Belle went along with us today. Dad didn't check Gary's, except he got a coyote. But I just got home from school and we went trapping. And this is our first coon of the day. We've had not a lot of action coming up all the way until here. But we're gonna get this guy taken care of and continue on the line.
Pretty coon.
Yeah.
Big boar.
Uh-huh.
Big old boar coon.
moist.
I like it.
Eat it.
There it is. All right.
Without blood.
On to the next one.
Okay.
You got the bait? We got another nice dog this morning. Scotty's gonna be so mad at me. It's a rear foot catch, but you never know what happened. I mean, without having a trail camera on it or something like that. But bottom line is, we got another dog, and we're having a good day. Well, we got a. You think it's a female, Scott?
I'd say it's a female.
I think
Just
so.
as small as she is.
Probably last year's pup, maybe. This is the same set we connected. I think the first dog of the year came off this set.
It was.
And this is the next one.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
We pulled for a
pulled
week,
it for a little while, but
week and a half and set a different farm and then come back. But what we got here behind us, the trees you see way back off the distance, is actually a military base. And it's just loaded with coyotes and all kinds of critters. But so we're never going to run out of animals to catch here with the river and the preserve behind us, so to speak.
yeah.
And they're breeding now, traveling. That's riverbanks. It's just, you might not catch a dog for 3 or 4 more days, and we might have 3 in 3 days here.
Kind of what we've been studying on travel paths. 20 miles. The
Yeah.
guy with the coyote that had neck collar.
Collared.
20 miles. So I mean, we're catching these dogs. Seems like we really have hot days every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if you think about a 20-mile loop, our loop might overlap with somebody else's loop, and so we're catching different dogs possibly every day, different dogs out
And we're
that
not
loop.
running very many traps, really. I mean, we're only running 22 coyote sets, and we had a 5-dog day, a 4-dog day, 3-dog day. So today's, it's our only dog today. We checked the other traps. We got another one set up the other way, but it could be deer too. We don't know. It could whatever.
This is going to be a pain to reset that one.
You're going to pull this trap. Using the Duke 550s again with the shock springs. They're pretty flawless, we found so far. I mean, all the dogs we've caught, we've not had any toe catches in that trap.
It's my go-to trap right now.
For the price, you know, we buy a lot of our stuff from Hoosier Trapper Supply. We're getting ready to go sit in the river and set some otter sets for Haggerty, Hags brackets, use some of their stuff and get some good otter and beaver sets, have some drowned rigs we made. But we're gonna get this coyote dispatched and have to pull this trap and go to the truck and get another one, looks like.
Looks like it. All right, we'll let you know. Well, we're here on our line. It's windy as could be, so I hope the audio is okay. We got another small beaver here behind me. Caught him in a TS85 caster mound set. We're actually pulling these sets today. We've found some sign. This has been like 7 days in a row with, we had 7 days in a row here with no catch. And of course the day I come to pull them, we've got this little guy, but I'm gonna go ahead and get him taken care of. We've got some sign that we're gonna set on this afternoon. Hopefully the wind kind of dies down a little bit for us, and we can have some stuff to show you tomorrow. Well, we set these last night, and this is a spot we called the crossover. Looked like a place here where the beavers and the otters have been kind of going over this little dirt mound that goes out to this log behind it. And it's actually, we found out, we think it's a toilet bowl up here on top, but caught, I'm gonna guess about 45-pound beaver. Caster mound set right here, straight down. Our trap set off the 330 on the hags with the crankbait on it, so not sure what set it off, but hopefully we got 3 more chances at that.
Yep.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have one in one of those before the end of the day, but I'm going to take care of him and then get on down, check. We got 12 more, 10 more to check.
Stay over here,
Beaver
baby.
sets, so
Yeah.
we'll let you know. What do you think, Easton? I don't think you ought to get any closer. What do you think?
No, you stay back.
Kojak.
You'll fall down there.
Come back here.
You let Brian shoot him? He's 45. He might be a 55. That beaver's a pretty good beaver.
You got him?
Get a hold of that tail and help Brian pull it. Get a hold of the tail. Pull! My gosh, he's pulling pretty good.
Oh, pull hard.
Is that a big? He's muddy.
Pull him hard. Sissy, help him.
Can you two drag him to the truck?
Yeah.
Help me. Help Sissy.
Old jiggly belly, sis. We got our caster. Over here on one of our muskrat sets in the river that we set yesterday. Hags bracket, 1.5. And we didn't have carrots, so we used apples for our bait clip. And trap's missing. I can see the muskrat underneath, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. Looks like a pretty nice rat, you know, nothing wrong with him for sure. But we'll get this reset here directly and the hags bracket. What's the matter, sis?
Easton is heavy.
Heavy?
Are you going to see a coyote here in a minute?
Yeah, I'll go see a coyote here. Let me through, buddy.
Might be the same dog, I don't know. Well, we were dug up here last night, and actually it snapped off. We weren't dug up, we were snapped off. Scotty's resetting. Good thing about soft ground is we can bed these traps really well and make sure that there's no rock in them at all. And
It's not liking how this.
not quite as much snow here as there was this morning at the other farm that we're trapping. And it just we had squalls come through the state last night, and some places got what, 3-4 inches, and we got maybe a dusting here.
Yeah.
But we as we came over to this trap, we could see it looked like we had a dog down over the hill, so might be the same dog, may have been a pair and we missed one. You just never know.
A lot of bean stubble. It's too thick.
Boy, that's a pretty dog. Huh?
Oh, look at his foot.
That's a coyote.
Yeah, that's his foot.
Is he deep?
No.
He's not dead.
Yeah, I mean, he's deep enough, I think, but not. He's toe caught.
That's the color of them dogs they had up there.
It's real pretty.
Huh?
It's really pretty. It's kind of small, but really pretty.
His hair almost looks rubbed, but it ain't.
I know, that's.
I think it's thicker than we think.
I think it is too.
Pretty dog.
Very pretty.
It's kind of, he's got a lot of white in him, but those white tips is weird. He ain't gonna last long, sis.
You did it, baby.
Good job, sissy.
Easton, hold on. Did she shoot him?
You can't go over to
Yeah,
it
he
yet,
did them.
bub. Wait.
Wait, buddy.
Come here. You can't go over yet. You're still alive. You'll get bit, silly. I take you home coyote bit. I'm gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, we're here today with our second coyote. Finally caught another one. He's pretty deep in a Duke 550, but got my little trapping buddy with me today. He's got a few Doritos on his cheeks, but we've, what is that?
That's a coyote.
Coyote, that's right.
Oh, look this.
Those are mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Is that a pretty coyote?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a big bushy tail. What are we gonna do with him?
Don't do them.
We're gonna shoot him, that's right. Then what are we gonna do? We're gonna skin him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll skin him out.
I don't know about you, but I want to get back in the truck and get warm before.
Yeah, that's the next thing. I know I've gotten colder. But we're gonna dispatch this coyote, probably pull the set and remake it tomorrow. We don't have any extra traps with us. But I'll put a trap back in here tomorrow. But you ready to shoot him? You want Peppo to shoot him?
No.
You want me to, you want to shoot him?
No.
You want Sissy to shoot him?
Sissy shoot him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Gosh dang mud.
Got another dog here at the pivot. This is like probably our 8th dog roughly in this location between the 3 sets we've got right here. And I mean, you can just see there's a lane going down there, lane set aside going that way, and a lane behind us. But another Duke 550 and our homemade bait and some Vixen Elixir from Hoosier Trapper Supply. So real pretty in the snow, and good start to the day. So something we always like to do is we like to go over and anytime we harvest deer, turkey, trap line, stuff like that, we like to go show Grandma Lucy. You know, I always took deer, turkey, coyotes, stuff like that over and showed my grandpa, and he always just loved that. It was like, you know, kind of a highlight for him. And Grandma was always right there. She'd put a coat on. You know, sometimes I think even in the spring when it was 85 degrees, she'd put a coat on. But we'd always go show Grandpa. And then when he passed here a few years ago, we decided just to kind of keep carrying that on with Grandma. And I didn't know how much she really actually enjoyed that until she told me just this year. So it was kind of cool last year. You know, Sissy, we had a pretty nice day on the line, and she kind of, Sissy also likes to carry that tradition on, and so we decided to stop and show Grandma the catch. And you know, it's just something that tradition for us. It may seem weird to other people, but it means something to us, and it's something that we're just going to keep carrying on with. So now let's get back on the line for some more trapline shenanigans. Well, we did it again. Standing here looking at this dog talking, and just as I went to dispatch him, he took off running, pulled out of the trap. Luckily, I put a good shot on him, I guess. If you want to know how not to trap, you can definitely follow us for that. Well, I was a little bit nervous about the catch anyway. That's why I talked pretty quick and went ahead and dispatched him, but never seen that before. Luckily, we still got the dog, so I can go ahead and make the remake, and he didn't bleed on our set any. So there's more than one way, Scott, to not have any blood at your set. We got another beaver here at this crossover, and this is 3 in 3 days here. It's been a real productive set. It's just a caster mound set at this place where it looks like your typical crossover for beaver and otter. We're on a river, and then right here there's just a mud, like a channel almost here on this edge. And he's down there playing possum on us underneath the water. Hasn't moved here for a minute. There he is. But real productive set. We've got an otter 330 set out a little bit, you know, 10-12 feet from it. We were hoping to connect on that, but pretty happy with this guy. 3 in 3 days. So we'll see what's on down the line here directly. Hey everybody, we're here at the first catch of the day. Real pretty coyote, not rubbed. Beautiful location here on this old fence post. Naturally drawing him in, and Duke 550. You can see he pulled our backer all the way out into the edge of the set there. It's just a beautiful morning for it, and it's a good start. We've checked 3 traps and we've got a dog, so gonna get him taken care of, and hopefully we'll have a few more to show you before the day's over. Well, we got a beaver this morning. TS85 rear foot catch, looks like. Actually, it might be a front foot catch. As the water kind of goes up and down, you know, it varies on the depth of the trap, and you know, we target a back foot catch. Sometimes we get a front foot catch. The good thing about the TS85, plenty of holding power. He's not getting out of there. So, and we went even a step further. We put shock springs on the TS85s just for the sheer fact of, on a slow steeping, or a slow sloped bank like this, if he does get on land, that shock spring is going to be able to absorb a lot of that pull. So looks like maybe 35-40 pounder. Nice beaver. Caster mound set, and we're going to get him done. We've got another half a dozen beaver sets to check. I think we're just about out of coyote sets, but it's been a good morning so far. Well, we got another, looks like another pretty good sized beaver. Caught him with using the hags brackets for the drowner rig. You can kind of see the concrete block there. I can see the trap, and you can kind of make the critter out there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get down there and get him out, and I'll show you what we got whenever I get back up. Well, we got the beaver out of the drown rig set up there. Hags bracket, or the Hags universal lock, the drowner, it did its job. The problem was we used a Berkshire disposable stake at our trap bed, and it pulled that. So pulled it down. Luckily the drowning rig held him, because the universal lock from Hags, you know, everything he got down there, and they couldn't pull the concrete block. And so the drown rig worked. That's why we're switching mostly to drown rigs, especially when you're catching, when it's breeding season and you start catching these bigger beaver. You know, this is somewhere in the neighborhood, I'm gonna guess him roughly 50 pounds. The other one we caught down the way, probably mid 60s. It's a really big good beaver. But you know, switching over to the drowners this time of year especially, or at least we like the starfish anchors for going in, especially on riverbanks, stuff like that, where you don't know if you're going in sand or gravel or maybe just muck, whatever. But we're really excited. We got a nice beaver. I mean, he's, you know, the other positive about using the drowning system is this beaver's not chewed up. The last beaver was most definitely been chewed up on that night. Either another beaver came up and got a hold of him or whatever. But this beaver's going to be great. You know, really big, stretched out real pretty. So we've got to go check. We're excited to check our otter sets after this, and hope those guys came back last night. If not, you know, it is what it is. But been a real productive day, and we're pretty happy today. Well, we're at the end of this check day, and you know, it's just a lot of work trapping this time of year, and I enjoy it. I know Scott enjoys it. Just being out, you know, this morning was pretty cold, but right now it's just beautiful out. And you know, harvesting these critters is it's just so much fun, and I enjoy the putting up for part of it too. You know, there's just nothing like putting yourself back in the shoes of those that crossed the Mississippi and settled the West, and this is how they did it. You know, just it kind of puts it into perspective for me, and thankfully I'm blessed as a firefighter to have a lot of time off, and then also to have a good trapping partner that understands my schedule and is able to kind of work his schedule around it. But couldn't really say enough about how much of a good time I've had this trapping season, and you know, the success is kind of speaking for itself here. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. You know, there's a lot of information. These are my two favorite animals to catch. You know, they're just something about the challenge of catching a coyote, fooling his nose. They're, you know, a more difficult animal to trap than, say, a raccoon. And then with the beaver, there's just an environmental challenge of being in the water, up and down the creek banks, up and down the river bank. You know, the different types of traps and everything. It's just really, that part of it's really fun for me. Well, the line's been long and the work's been hard, but the season's winding down, and before you know it, we're going to be counting down the days again until next season starts. So hope you enjoyed this week. Thanks for watching Heat Seeker Outdoors.